Counting down to first pitch this afternoon in Seattle. Indians and Mariners. Next. MLB The Show has baseball from the Pacific Northwest and Safeco Field in Seattle. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Indians and the Seattle Mariners. Here with another edition of Indians Baseball, I'm Matt Vasgersian. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Eric, let's give the folks at home a look at what's happened in the first two games of the series.
Yeah, and you can see there, these home fans haven't had much to get out of their seats about. Their guys are in danger of getting swept here at home, so they're going to be hoping for a much better effort here.
We'll hear plenty more from the guys moving forward, but before we do, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Cleveland Indians, as their order will read like this. They'll tee it up against a surprise third-place finisher in the 2013 AL Cy Young Award balloting, the Japanese-born right-hander Hisashi Iwakuma. And the Mariners defensively would look like this behind him. Into the box now stands the leadoff man Michael Bourn, and we are ready for baseball.
Center field number 24, Michael Bourn.
Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike one. EK, as we take a look at our home nine as they take the field here this afternoon. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
And things haven't gone all that smoothly for them here on this homestand. They've won just twice in 5 games, so they're going to be looking to get a little offense going to take some of the pressure off of this pitching staff.
Throw to first, and they'll get the speedy Bourn for the first out of the ballgame. And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was at first. The skipper's out of the dugout, and it looks as though he might decide to challenge that out call.
Yeah, he wasn't so sure that was the right call, and looking at it again right here, I don't know if I can tell for sure either. We'll wait to see what the guys in the dugout say after reviewing this play a couple of times probably.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
All
right, we'll take one last look at it here. Now the question is if there's enough video evidence to change the call to safe. And wow, from that look at it, I think he did beat the throw, and this might be a well-used challenge.
The decision appears to have been made as the headset comes off, and the runner is safe. So the call is overturned. The runner will stay at first base, and they maintain the right to challenge further plays going forward. Jason Kipnis will dig in now, currently 9th in the AL in hitting entering play. Iwakuma a look to first, but the runner's back easily. Perhaps wisely, another look to first. A dive, but he's back. Now the first pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
I don't think he's going to want to throw that pitch in that same location again ever in his life to this guy.
Hey, double him up!
Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Nobody out, runner on first. And again a throw, and he'll get back in safely. And again, a throw over. Being especially careful here. Pause, now the pitch. On the ground for Cano. This could be two. One there. On to first, and that takes care of Kipnis. A double play.
Well, so much for that leadoff single to start the ball game. Here's a good pitch to the number 2 hitter, and he gets him to beat it into the ground, and that's an easy double play.
Carlos Santana will come on now, and no sooner did it look like they may have something started than the double play took it all away.
And that's especially tough when you figure the part of the lineup they're in. These are the guys you want to have hitting with runners on base.
Strike him out.
Here's the first offering. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's the 1-0. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. Living a little dangerously here.
Yeah, you don't have to go looking for trouble. Trouble will find you if you're putting pitches there.
Santana waiting on a 1-1. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. 2 out, nobody on. The 1-2. And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. And Seager will put this one away to retire the side. Indians fail to score. Now it'll be the M's turn. No score. There's the starting lineup for the host Mariners. And there you see the starting pitcher they'll match up against as you look at his numbers on the right side of your screen. Defensively, the Indians will line up this way. Willie Bloomquist will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
For the Mariners, designated hitter, Willie Bloomquist.
And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. Eric, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
And they've upped that lead in the division even further. They've put some serious distance between them and the rest of the pack, so they're well on their way to playing October baseball.
Now here it comes. And this is in the air now for the center fielder, Bourne. And he's got it for the first out. Time for a check of the scouting report now as we run you through the arsenal of this 29-year-old right-hander. Endy Chavez will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game. First pitch coming. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Here's the pitch. And this is high, a ball and a strike.
Well, this is one of those guys that's got to keep the ball down in the strike zone. He's never going to overpower you. He just needs to use that sinking fastball and the changeup to get guys to hit the ball on the ground. Watch as this game goes along, the ground ball to fly ball ratio.
That nibbled the corner there, but missed 2-1.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count, and that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Here comes a 2-2. Hit on the ground to short. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting third, second baseman,
Robinson Cano will get his first cuts now, and he'll do so with the bases empty and 2 away here in the first. Cano waits on the first pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine, but you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
Now the pitch. Hit hard toward the right side. And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit.
With some guys, it doesn't matter if it's 0-2 or 2-0. They take the same approach either way. Well, this right here is one of those guys, and he comes through from being down in the count.
Corey Hart will stand in, and he wasn't alone in wearing the collar in last night's ball game, in which the team could muster all of 1 run.
Let's go, Mariners!
First offering on the way. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
It's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike 1. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
Comes set, now the pitch. And this is hit well towards the hole. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1 left for Seattle. We've played an inning. No score. Michael Brantley will stand in, coming off a 2-home run game a night ago.
the left fielder, number 23, Michael Brantley.
Come on, Mariners! Yeah!
Now here's the first pitch. Oh, and he belts one high and deep to right center. And a high bounce will take it over the outfield wall, and he kicks off the inning with a ground rule double.
Yeah, good start to the inning there. You could see him really turn on this pitch and drive at that time. It'll wind up hopping over the wall out there, but no matter. He was going to be in easily with 2 anyway.
Nick Swisher will stand in now with a good chance to break the seal here following the leadoff double.
Well, it's a good RBI opportunity, but you've got to remember your first job, which is to at least get that guy over to third base.
Come on, Mariners!
Now the first pitch. That's hard hit back up the middle. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Batting sixth, right fielder,
Brandon Moss will stride fourth to take his first cuts now. And he's a long ball threat, of course, currently 4th in the American League in that department.
Double pull now!
He's ready. Now the pitch. And it's belted high and deep into right center. And it's gone. He liked the first pitch he saw and deposits it over the wall. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. 24 home runs for him on the season. And with it, the Indians have taken a 2-0 lead.
Well, it's got to be getting near the point where they need to make some alternate plans with this guy up there. I mean, now that's his 3rd home run in the series. I mean, what more do you need to see?
Yan Gomes will stand in now, and you can see his numbers there on your screen. Currently 5th in the AL in home runs. Now here's the first pitch. And this is on the ground toward the hole. Oh, and this goes right past him.
Yeah, these are those tough kind of choppers that come at you with an in-between hop. Here, he doesn't know whether to charge it or play it on the hop, and as it turns out, he doesn't even get a glove on it.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. First pitch coming. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. From the belt, kicks and deals. Fouled back. He's set, now the pitch. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
And now just look at all 3 of these pitches here on Show Track. First one, not a strike. Not a strike, and not a strike either. Now, that's no question that it could be 3-0 right now, but instead, he's headed back to the Pine.
Zach Walters will get his first opportunity now. 14 home runs to his credit so far this year.
Let's go!
First pitch to him. And he takes ball 1. The next pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. The 1-1. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Two-run shot to straightaway center. Home run number 15 for him thus far. As the Indians continue to pull away, it's now 4-0.
One of the keys for him getting the victory in his last start, he did not allow a home run in that outing. But this is now 2 home runs he's served up here in the first few innings. You can bet there's a bit of concern over there in that dugout.
Center fielder number 2.
Michael Bourne at the plate now.
Bourne.
As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half, it's 0-1.
Feels like he's kind of relied a little too much on that fastball.
And it's gotten him into trouble. I think guys have just gone up there looking for it, and usually they wind up getting it.
Now here's a ball hit sharply toward the right side. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Tribe lead this one 4-0. Kyle Seager will start things off in the bottom of the second.
For the Mariners, third baseman, Kyle Seager.
Here's the first pitch to him. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Now here's the pitch. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2. And you figure to see that change up more and more as this day progresses.
And the first time through the lineup, you want these guys to know that you've got this pitch in your arsenal. Sometimes pitchers want to hold on to pitches and not show everything right away, but here, you want these guys to be thinking, I know he's got that changeup, so I'd better not sit on the fastball too often.
Left fielder, Logan Morrison.
Logan Morrison will stand in hoping to turn things around from the loss last night. He was 0 for 4 in that ball game. Here's the first offering. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike.
He's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
The pitch. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
And I know it's your first at-bat of the ball game and you want to work the count a little, but those were two pretty good pitches to have a rip at.
Now the pitch. Swing and a ball lined hard towards short. On to first, and there were 2 down.
And that ball is rifled at him that time, and it just about took him into left field. And somehow he gets his glove down there and makes a nice play.
Here's Justin Smoke now. Big swing there as it's hit pretty well out toward deep left field. And Brentley will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Mariners are down in order. They trail here 4-0. Jason Kipnis is ready to go here as we begin the third.
Second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
Come on now, let's get the K here.
Pitch on the way. Third inning starts with a slider that's looked at here for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. Over to his left. He's up with it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Up next for Cleveland, first baseman, Carlos Santana.
Carlos Santana will dig in. He popped out his first time. First pitch coming. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Here it comes. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a third time.
And this is fouled straight back. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and taken the opposite way out toward deep left center. And they'll put it away now without much of a problem. 2 gone now here in the third.
And you know, he's kind of going through a stretch right now where the ball just isn't jumping off his bat. He's got a good pitch to hit right here. Looked like he put a good swing on it, but it just didn't go anywhere.
Michael Brantley will stand in. He doubled and later scored his first time. And here's the first pitch. Toss started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one. And now a pitch on the way. Here's a swing and a ground ball. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tribe. They lead it 4-0. Brad Miller makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
The shortstop, Brad Miller.
Now the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
And that's almost a carbon copy of that last fastball, and he buried both of those pitches right on the inside corner.
And the pitch. This is popped high in the air toward the right side of the infield. And Santana will watch it into the glove for the first out.
And you can see what they're trying to do on show track. In, and in. Well, he finally gets him to pop something up here.
Mike Zunino will get his first shot at it here, and he's got to be hoping to turn things around because you see the numbers over the last 5 games. Not much going on there at all. Here's the first offering. Now a little dribbler up the line to first, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
He gets another easy pop up there, and this is just turning into a walk in the park. It's been a pretty stress-free outing for him so far.
Willie Bloomquist will try it again. He flied out to start the home first. First pitch on the way. First pitch cutter that's by him for strike one. Now here it comes. A curveball hit right back at him. And he'll toss this one on to first as they're kept off the scoreboard again, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Nick Swisher will stand in now to get us going here in the fourth.
Designated hitter, Nick Swisher.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Oh, and he runs up and gets a good one down. But the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out.
Sometimes that first pitch of an inning, a guy will go up there and show a bunt, but then pull it back, just to pull that third baseman in a few steps. But he's not bluffing right here. He's trying to beat this thing out, but he winds up heading back to the dugout after just one pitch.
Brandon Moss will try things again. He hit that 2-run homer his first time. First pitch coming. And this is fouled back and out of play. Here comes the pitch to Moss. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Two-run homer his first time. He's looking for another one on that swing.
Now here's the pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. Ready with another 0-2. And now here's the ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. Moss will head for second. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. Throw won't get him.
Up next for Cleveland.
If he's maybe thinking about the cycle, he's got the 2 hardest parts out of the way now. After the home run earlier, he's into third here with a triple.
Well, now the Mariners get some action in the bullpen as a left-hander's begun to get loose. Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
Come on, Mariners.
He's set. Now the pitch. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes.
Well, as we've seen so far, this isn't a team that's going to wait around too long to feel a pitcher out. They're an aggressive team all the way from top to bottom. And if that first pitch is anywhere close, most of these guys are going to take a hack at it.
From the stretch. In the air to center. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly, so it's now a 5-0 game.
Well, you know, he needed to make sure that he could cash in on that one-out triple. And the sacrifice fly is going to get the job done. That's a good piece of hitting.
Lonnie Chisenhall will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. Now here's the first pitch. In there, 0-1. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. It looks like this is going to be one of those times.
Now the pitch. Swinging a ball hit in the air to right field and deep. Back is the right fielder, but he will look up and watch this one sail out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 9 on the year. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Well, this is the chance you take when you work up in the zone like this. I mean, this is right in his happy zone, and he jumps all over it and sends it right over the wall.
The batter, number 6.
Stepping in now, Zach Walters. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. Here it comes. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Here's the pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. 6 runs, 6 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Now another 0-2. And he starts to go after it. Question was, did he hold up in time? Yes, indeed, says the third base umpire. Now here's the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Again, a 1-2. And this is lifted in the air out to left. And Morrison will make the catch, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Cleveland's out in front, 6-0. Andy Chavez will come forward now to start the inning, and with his guys down 6 in the early going, they're going to need to put something together here or risk being blown out.
Yeah, and I think the big thing here is you've got to come up with something, even if it's just 1 run. You got to let those guys over there know that you haven't given up and that you're going to fight them until the last out.
First offering on the way. First pitch curveball runs in a bit too tight. It's ball 1.
And that guy right there is the beneficiary of all these early runs. He's got to be the happiest guy in the ballpark.
Now a ball hit hard toward first, and that'll get down for what should be extra bases. Around first, digging for 2 now, and he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Pretty safe to say he was sitting on the fastball there. He's out in front of this pitch, and he just drills it right down the line, and that'll put him in a good position here with the runner on second and nobody out.
Robinson Cano will stand in. A base hit his first time around. Now here's the first pitch. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Well, you see there on the graphic, a good job there to pick up his 16th double of the year. Cano waiting on the 0-1. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Comes set, now the pitch. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Well, he's had a lot of guys swinging at pitches out of the strike zone early on, so it's a great idea to go ahead and bounce one there on 0-2.
A runner at second, nobody out. Here comes a 1-2. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. Here's another 1-2. And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1.
Now batting, right fielder
Corey Hart will stand in. He grounded out his first time. First pitch coming. First pitch here is popped a mile high into the air. This is way up there, but playable on the infield. And Santana able to stay with it here for out number 2.
Just coasting right along here. Gets another pop-up, and look, he's barely breaking a sweat out.
Kyle Seager will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. Has a look, now the pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. 2 out here and a runner at second. Seager will wait on the 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Ready now on 1-1. Grounded fouled off to the right side. Now the 1-2. Oh, almost caught looking to end the inning, but it's called ball. 2-2.
And at least he's taken a few pitches here. You know, that's more than the rest of these guys can say.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Sets the 2-2 pitch. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Now another 2-2. Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the second time today. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Steve, Eric, and I are back to Seattle in just a moment. James Paxton is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep them in the game here. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the speedy center fielder, Michael Bourne.
Center fielder number 24, Michael Bourne.
Now he runs up and gets this one down. And the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here.
You know, most left-handed pitchers are always going to fall to the third base side after they make the pitch. So when you're a lefty and you're up there trying to bunt for a base hit, why not pull it with you and bring it with you to the first base side? That's exactly what he does right here, and he winds up easily beating it out.
Jason Kipnis will stand in, and we'll see what they've got him doing here after the bunt single to start things out. Now the first pitch. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Yeah, I don't think that pitch wound up where he wanted it to, but it did the trick.
Pause, now the pitch. Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike 2. He's ready, now the pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
And that works almost like a pitch out there, just in case he's thinking about it.
6 runs, 7 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. 1-2. Now a ball lined towards center field, and Kipnis is going to reach on a base hit.
Yeah, and this is something he'll figure out as time goes along. It's not how hard you throw, it's how well you can disrupt a hitter's timing. Growing up, guys are used to just blowing the ball by hitters, but once you get to this level, it doesn't always work out that way.
Carlos Santana will dig in again. He popped up in his first plate appearance and flew out last time around. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball in there for a called strike.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. That's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Let's go, Seattle.
He's ready now, the pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball. And he's retired here, 1 away.
And this is where you really prove your worth defensively. This is not an easy play here by any stretch of the imagination. But he gets rid of this ball quickly, and he has enough on the throw to get his man at first.
Here's Michael Brantley, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Pretty cool right there. You know, it's so important in a tough spot to get that first pitch strike over. And he's able to jump ahead.
Second and third here, 1 man out. He waits, now the pitch. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Yeah, the velocity's good here, but I'm not so sure about the location. That was right down the middle.
He's set, now the pitch. Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning.
As you can see right here, his timing just seems to be off a little bit at the plate right now. And you know what? That can happen during the course of the season. You're not always going to have your good swing. And he's the kind of guy that's got a lot of moving parts in that swing. So maybe he's at the point now in the season where he might need just a little time off so he can get back to the basics.
Here's the switch-hitting Nick Swisher. And this is lined hard to deep left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Indians strand a couple, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Logan Morrison will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the fifth. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
And that misses, ball 1. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
The 1-0. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And taken in out there for the first out.
This is a pretty simple play for a catcher right here. It's a nice pitch, and it looks like he might have chopped it right down off a home plate. You can see the catcher get out of his crouch, take it on one big hop, and then just make the good, strong throw to first to get him easily.
Here's Justin Smoak now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. Pitch on the way. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Tough pitch to lay off there with 2 strikes. I'm not sure if that was a good take or whether he just got fooled on a changeup and couldn't pull the trigger.
1 out, nobody on. Here comes the 1-2. Fouled straight back. Here he comes again, 1-2. And a swing and a ball hit foul heading for the seats. So another foul ball here, and it remains 1-2. Another 1-2 delivery. And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away. He'll try again, 1-2. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. Again, a 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Yeah, he's not trying to hit him, I don't think, but sometimes you need to keep guys honest up there. I think that's all he was trying to do there.
Here now the 2-2. Swing and a high chopper. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, Brad Miller.
Brad Miller will dig in. He popped out his first time. Here's the first offering. Changeup called strike 1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The pitch. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now.
Yeah, 1 pitch away now from getting through 5 shutout innings. And I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing, this could turn out to be a night off for the bullpen.
And the pitch. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding on.
The right-hander deals on 1-2. And a sinker there, swung on and missed for out number 3. Mariners are down in order. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Brandon Moss will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. First pitch coming. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Now batting, catcher, Yan Gomes.
Yan Gomes will stand in. He drove in a run with a sac fly his last time. And here's the first pitch. Hammered the other way to deep right field. And say goodbye to that one. Into the seats in right for a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 22 on the year as this lead swells to 7-0.
This is going to be a fastball here, and it's on the outside third of the plate. But look at him just reach those arms out, stay back, and drive this thing the other way. Now, this didn't stay fair by much, but if you can keep them fair right down the foul lines, you don't have to hit them 400 feet.
The third baseman, number 8.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. As he will swing at the first pitch and send a ground ball out to short. Over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away.
Well, this is a pretty high degree of difficulty right here. It helps when you've got a strong arm to make this play. You see him do almost a pop-up slide as he fields this thing, and then from then on out, it is all arm, folks. Boy, that's very well done.
Into the box now, Zach Walters. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike one. Now the pitch. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Now the pitch. Fouled straight back. Another 0-2 home. Hit hard back up the middle. Base hit.
Boy, we always talk about pitch speeds from pitchers. How hard are they throwing the ball? How hard was that ball hit back up the middle? Way harder than it was thrown, I can guarantee you that.
Michael Bourne at the plate now. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one.
No strike. No strike.
Two out with the man at first. Here's a 1-0. Runner goes for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw, not in time. He's in there at second.
This is one of those situations where those unwritten rules of baseball come into play. You've got a big lead. It's late in the ball game. This is where you really need to put the brakes on the running game.
Here's the 1-1. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. And the runner is in from second. Oh, and he misses the stop sign there as he heads for the plate. And it's in time, and he's out at the plate. So one runs across, but the second one is cut down trying to score. So 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and no one left on base. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. The Indians lead it 8-0. Mike Zunino will come forward now to start out their half of the 6th, and they've found it rough sailing against this starter so far as he's yielded just 2 hits through the first 5.
Not too many hard hit balls there either. He's had them off balance all game.
First pitch to him. swung on and missed for the first strike. Another example there of a guy chasing after that first pitch and falling behind.
Yeah, and Matt, we've seen it time and time again. It is something that these guys just have to be more aware of. At this point, why would you even throw them a strike on the first pitch?
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. Now here's a ground ball that'll get by the mound and into center field for a leadoff single.
And this offense has pretty much been shut down here into the 6th inning. That's just their 3rd hit of the ball game, so time has come for them to start trying to put something together.
Willie Bloomquist will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. Here's the first offering. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. A runner at first with no outs here. 1-0 on the way. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. On the ground for Chisenhall. This could be 2. Kipnis. And the relay won't nearly be in time as he's there easily.
Yeah, you know, a double play there was always going to be a stretch. And that's where you just take that force out at second, get the lead runner, and then say, you know what? Thank you very much.
Andy Chavez will dig in. He doubled his last time.
Come on, Seattle.
Now the first pitch. And a bouncing ball, foul. Runners on first with 1 down. Comes set. Now the pitch. Off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's just another cut fastball, trying to work that thing back to the outside corner. But he's not getting that call right now, nor is he getting guys to chase it.
The 1-1 home. Called strike 2 on the cutter, and he's behind in the count now, 1-2.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
Comes set. Now the pitch. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Here he comes on 2-2. And he gets some pretty good wood on it here as this is lifted to fairly deep left. There to pull it in is Brantley, and there are 2 gone now.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching, and this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
2 gone now in the Mariners' 6th, and set to stand in the fine second baseman Robinson Cano. First pitch on the way. Grounded foul toward the third base dugout. A runner on first with 2 away. From the belt, the pitch. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. Brantley is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Mariners leave 1. Still 8-0. Welcome back to Safeco Field here in Seattle. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Tom Wilhelmsen will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Jason Kipnis will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far.
Second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
And down in the Mariner bullpen, it looks like a right-hander's up to throw. Now here's a little tapper down that third base line, and this could be a tough play. But this is foul for the first strike. Now here's the pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. And now a pitch on the way. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out.
And this is right where they wanted this thing. You see it on show track there? They wanted to take him up around the letters, hoping for the pop-up, and that's exactly what they got.
Carlos Santana will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
Now here's the first pitch. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
And at this point in the game, your defenders will love you for this. He's been able to pick up the first 2 outs of the inning here on just 4 pitches.
Michael Brantley will try again. Struck out swinging his last time through. Now here's the pitch. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Now the 1-0. That's on the ground to short. This should end the inning. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3 as it remains an 8-0 ball game. Corey Hart will get his third shot at it here. He's bounced out and popped out in his previous 2 trips.
Corey Hart.
Ryan Rayburn is into the ball game now as he'll take over out in left field.
Left field, number 11, Ryan Rayburn.
Mike Aviles will also enter as he takes over at third base.
Third base, number 4, Mike Aviles.
First offering on the way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
And here's a swing and a miss that time by Hart as he's in trouble now, down 0-2.
Yeah, and he's really getting over the top of that curveball.
Now here it comes. And they can't get Hart to chase there, but he's still behind. A ball and 2 strikes.
Good changeup right there, down in the strike zone. Definitely the one they wanted to strike him out on, so that's a great job to lay off.
The 1-2. And this is swung on and missed that time by Hart as he becomes out number 1.
Well, this is one of those situations where his guys got him the lead early on, and he's been in complete control ever since. I mean, he's barely been threatened out there.
Kyle Seager would get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time. Now here's the first pitch. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Pitch on the way. Now the 0-1 is right back past him on the mound, and it's going to keep on going into center field. It's a base hit.
Yeah, he got a little revenge there. He struck out twice before that. Now he gets him back with a solid base hit.
Logan Morrison will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far. First pitch coming. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. The 1-0. 2-0 now.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Here comes the 2-0. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw is low, and he can't get it to stick in the webbing.
Well, you've got a big lead out there, so this probably won't be a huge error in the long run, but you've got to be able to finish this game out strong. I mean, here he probably just lets his focus wander for a second, and next thing you know, he's throwing the ball away.
Justin Smoak will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
First pitch coming. Oh, hit sharply as this is pulled into right. And that's in there. Base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third. So they're loaded now with only 1 away.
Yeah, and he makes the right decision holding him at third there. A lot of people might say, why not send him? Well, it's because you don't need 1 run. You need lots of runs. No sense taking any chances at this point.
Brad Miller will dig in here with the bases loaded now, and their best opportunity yet to get on the board.
And they've had a few chances and come up empty, so they can't let this one get away from them.
All right, guys, let's do it. Come on.
Now here comes the Cleveland skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And that's going to do it here for Josh Tomlin. So he'll leave here with 1 out in the 7th as he now hopes the bullpen can go ahead and get him the W.
Your attention, please. Now
So with a lefty waiting, they'll go to a lefty of their own out of the bullpen here. Now the first pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. So they get the matchup they wanted here, lefty on lefty, but it's worth noting there are 2 right-handers to follow.
And you've got a right-hander going in the bullpen as we speak, so this could be a 1-batter outing.
1-0. Just missing here, 2-0.
Well, you've got the matchup you wanted, but that's not going to amount to much if he can't throw strikes.
Hitters count 2-0. 3-0 now.
And the M's just need that one big hit that's been eluding them.
Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Now the 3-0 pitch. And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now.
And even 3-1, I say take another one.
Now the 3-1 home. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
Taken again on 3-1. He's trying to get that RBI the easy way, but now they've worked it back to a full count.
Three-two, here it comes. Fouled back. The payoff pitch one more time. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 3-2 pitch. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Boy, a big strikeout there right out of the bullpen. Well, that's not an ideal spot to come in either with the bases loaded, but he gets the first half of the job done. And now, with 2 away, he's got a decent shot at getting his guys out of this.
Scott Atchison will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Here now is Mike Zunino. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. Ball 1. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Pitch on its way now to Zunino, and this is fouled back and out of play. A big pitch here, 1-2. Got him. Fooled on the pitch as he swings at it in the dirt for strike 3. And they get the force at home. Whatever works as the side is retired. The Mariners threaten but leave them loaded. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Nick Swisher will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Nick Swisher.
Here's the first offering. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Here it comes. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. The pitch. On a big swing there, and he really got into it high and deep to left center field. Morrison is going to have room, however, as he makes the catch in deep left center field for the first out.
Now batting, right fielder, Brandon Moss.
Brandon Moss will stand in. He homered back in the 2nd inning of this one. Here comes the pitch to Moss. And now for the 2nd batter in a row, this is in the air out to left field. Oh, and he misses it.
Yeah, it looked like a fairly routine play there. You don't know if he took his eye off it or what, but he winds up basically whiffing on the catch, and that's going to wind up a 2-base error.
Yan Gomes will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one. Pause, now the pitch. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And a dive, but he can't pull it in out in right center. Around third and being waved on home. And the runner will score from second.
Well, if you want to point fingers at who's to blame for this disaster, you're going to need both hands. In the pitching, the batting, the defense, the execution. Just draw a line through this one. This one's been an absolute disaster.
Mike Aviles will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. And here's the first pitch. Oh, and he runs up and gets a good one down. Throw on to first, so the sacrifice is successful.
You know, I don't think that was intended to be a sacrifice, but it is going to work out exactly like one because they get their guy to third base. But he's definitely trying to beat this ball out. It just didn't quite work out for him.
Into the box, Zach Walters. This is hit high in the air and pretty deep down the left field line. Morrison is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. A run for the Indians on the RBI double. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's the Indians 9 and the Mariners nothing. Willie Bloomquist will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. David Murphy is into the ballgame now as he assumes duties in center field.
Center field, number 7, David Murphy.
Brett Hayes is also into the ball game as he'll likely go the rest of the way behind the plate.
Number 12, Brett Hayes.
First pitch coming. Right-hander against right-hander as this is a ball 1-0.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. You know, that's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
1-0 coming down to Bloomquist. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. 1-1 on the way. And here's a ball in the air now carrying a bit out toward right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. Bloomquist getting around the bags pretty good. He's headed for third. And he is in at third base, and the Mariners are off and running a leadoff triple.
Yeah, you can't help but think about all the men they've left on base so far and how many times a triple like this could have really done some damage. Instead, they'll have to be content to take this one with the bases empty.
Endy Chavez will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
Your attention, please. Now
So a call to the bullpen now, and they'll make a move for the left-hander here.
Mark Zepchinski.
Here's the first offering. Sinker's in there. No balls and a strike. He's ready. Now the pitch. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Two good pitches so far, both of them right at the knees. And you got to start thinking center of the diamond here. Shorten up a little bit. You've got to put something in play.
from the stretch. Now a ball hit down the line in the air. This has a chance, and oh, it's high off the foul pole for a home run. So a two-run homer down the line in right field. Home run number 5 on the year, and they're now on the board, though still well behind.
Well, that's going to put him on the board for the very first time here, but how close was this to being a foul ball? Obviously very close because it hit the darn foul pole, but hey, they were about due for something to go their way, and they get a big break here.
Robinson Cano will stand in to keep things going, and I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
Now the first pitch. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1.
And these guys already have 1 home run here in the inning, and now you get to the real power guys here. So you need to be careful.
All right, let's go.
Cano waiting on the 0-1. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this will land foul. Now the pitch. Hit hard on the ground is short. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Now batting, right fielder, Corey Hart.
Corey Hart will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. First pitch to him. And a check swing looked like he went around. Yes, indeed, says the first base umpire. Strike 1. And now a pitch on the way. Here's a swing and a little tapper in front of the mound. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Yeah, and you know, that's a nice play back there behind the plate. For a big guy, look how quickly he springs to his feet, gets rid of that mask, and then he finds the ball here to make the throw to first to get his man.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. And a ball 1-0.
Well, now he's got to be saying, this is the wrong time for that strike zone to start shrinking. You need that to be a strike.
Here comes the 1-0. 2-0.
And you go back to the call on that very first pitch, how important that was. Now instead of a 1-1 count, you're at 2-0 with a really dangerous hitter up there.
2-0 count, the pitch. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here he comes on 2-1. Chopper, foul. Here's the 2-2 offering. Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. The 2-2 one more time. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ballgame. Mariners get a couple in the inning on the 2-run home run. 9th inning straight ahead. It's now a 9-2 ballgame. Yorvis Medina will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. David will stand in for the first time here.
Leading off for Cleveland, center fielder 7, David Murphy.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
1-0 pitch now. Fouled back. Now the 1-1. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Yeah, and he had to range deep for this one, and you've also got to worry about that ball hitting the lip of the outfield grass. So you got to hang with it just like he did, and he made a nice play.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. As he will swing at the first pitch and send a ground ball out to short. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
As a hitting coach, that's what you want your hitters to do. Hit the ball right back up the middle. You get into bad habits when you try to pull everything, but here just stays right on it and picks up a solid 1-out single.
Carlos Santana will stand in, trying to change his evil ways here. He is hitless in the ballgame so far. Now here's the first pitch. And a bouncing ball, foul. Has a look, now the pitch. Kipnis runs. Pitches a cold strike. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Well, once was maybe understandable, but this is twice now that they've stolen second with the big lead. And they're going to need to put the brakes on this running game pretty darn soon, though, or things could get out of hand.
He's set, now the pitch. And a check swing here. They'll point down to the third base umpire, but no swing on that one. It's ball 1. Here comes a 1-2. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. He's set, now the pitch. And a fastball flew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
I love this pitch right here. Just an elevated fastball with 2 strikes. Nothing much to it. He just says, this is just a good old country fastball, and he runs it right by him.
Ryan Rayburn will take his cuts now. First offering on the way. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
That's just a great spot for the fastball against a hitter like this. Just off the plate enough to make him offer, but not good enough that he can do anything with it.
He's ready now, the pitch. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
Yeah, a couple of mid-90s fastballs, and he hasn't been close on either one of them.
He waits, now the pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. The next 0-2. Got him to reach for it there as this is grounded to short. And the throw to first just about takes him out as it skips up and over him.
And when things are going well, these are the little things that just seem to start going your way. Nothing too amazing here, but this winds up an infield single, and the brakes just keep going their way.
Here's the switch hitting Nick Swisher as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. Oh, not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. And that one's out of here. What another nickel in the merry-go-round. This one is getting ugly. A 3-run shot for Nick Swisher. 29 home runs for him on the year as they just continue to pour it on here.
Whatever these guys are putting in their pregame meal, you can be darn sure they're getting the same setup tomorrow. That's 5 home runs as a team now. I mean, these guys are feeling it up there.
In now, Brandon Moss.
Brandon Moss.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And make it back-to-back jacks here as that too is gone. A solo home run that time for Brandon Moss. His second home run of the game as this lead got even wider.
As a pitcher, and especially as a relief pitcher, you got to have a short memory out there. Here, he gets burned again on back-to-back home runs. Not really what you want to do when you're coming out of the pen.
Henry Isaac will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
The batter, catcher.
Standing in now, Brett Hayes. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Here's the pitch. Swing and a ground ball towards the hole. Oh, a tough play. But the throw is too late as he gave it all he had, but that'll be scored as an infield single.
Those are some quick feet down there at third base, and soft hands, too, as you see him reach out to snare that one. But by the time he gets to his feet, he's got to hurry the throw over there, and it winds up being just a little too late.
Into the box now, Mike Aviles. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike one. 4 runs here in this half inning. Comes set, now the pitch. Fouled back. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will wind up foul, still 0-2. Another 0-2 coming. Now a swing, and he popped him up. And no ordinary pop-up at that. This is way up there. Seager is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So it's 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a man left. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters scheduled to start the bottom of inning number 9. The Indians on top, 13-2. Logan Morrison will lead things off here in the 9th in what's been a truly forgettable ball game for this home 9, and not a very inspiring performance either.
And I guess the kicker for me is the way that these guys are responding. It's one thing to go out and get clobbered. It happens, but when you get guys going through the motions, not running out ground balls, not backing up, that's where I take issue.
Scott Downs will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one. A chance here at least for this guy to get some work in what should be a fairly low-stress appearance.
Yeah, but it seems like these outings are where you relax a little bit too much, you give up 3 runs, and then watch your ERA climb by another point. He'll need to guard against that.
Now the pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 17.
Justin Smoke will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far.
Come on, Justin.
Now here it comes. First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that thing was right down Broadway.
Here it comes. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. Moss is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9.
Well, this is a situation where a home run here isn't going to tie the game. Now, he's got to work on just hitting down on the ball and hopefully trying to get on base. Instead, it's just an easy fly ball in a game where they're running out of outs.
Brad Miller will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. First pitch on the way. And a sinker misses here. No, a called strike. I take that back.
Come on, let's get a hit.
Now here's the pitch. And there's a called strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon.
Oh, you like the way this guy is just going about his business here. He's got a big lead, but he's pitching like it's a tie game here in the 9th.
And the pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. Ready with another 0-2. Got caught lunging there as this one's fouled away. Another 0-2 home. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Here's another 0-2. And he misses there, 1-2.
Not too sure how you take that one on 0-2.
Yeah, not too sure how you call it a ball either.
Now the pitch. Close, but it's not over yet. That's ball 2.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking on the final out, so that's a tough pitch to lay off.
The 2-2 coming. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And the inning is going to continue here as he reaches on an infield single.
Hey, any way you can keep this game alive, you've got to take it. You know, it's just an infield single, but at least you keep that line moving up for one more hitter.
Mike Zunino will dig in. Strikeout victim his last time. First pitch coming. Too low, 1-0.
One ball, no strike.
Two out with the man at first. Now the 1-0 pitch. And he misses again, 2-0. And with 2 away here, this is not the time to lose the strike zone.
Especially not to a number 9 hitter. The last thing you want to do is turn this lineup over and give these guys a shot to make something out of this inning after all.
Now the 2-0. And a sinker is over that time. It's back to 2-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Grounded fouled off to the right. Here's the 2-2 home. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, this is one that wasn't exactly keeping you on the edge of your seat. But if you're a fan of offense, then you had to enjoy it. And they get the victory here by a double-digit margin.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of everybody, I'd say this man most deserves to be our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Indians win this one 13-2. So long from Seattle.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 19 minutes. A reminder that extra post-game trains will be available at the King Street Station.
The start of a new week is upon us. Let's take a look back at how Sunday's baseball action unfolded. In the AL Central, the Indians paid visit to the Mariners in the Emerald City, and it was Cleveland who was victorious. The final score was 13-2. Brandon Moss showed off his power, blasting 2 home runs and picking up 3 RBIs in the process. He is among the American League leaders in home runs. As of today, the Mariners are leading the AL West. They own a 2.5-game advantage. The Chicago White Sox took on the Blue Jays at the Rogers Center, and it was the Blue Jays who came out on top. The score was 2-1. Todd Redmond pitched into the 9th inning and collected the win on the mound. He only allowed 1 earned run. Looking at the standings, the Blue Jays sit in second place in the American League East Division, 2.5 games out of first. The White Sox sit in 4th place in the American League Central Division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Angels were in KC to take on the Royals, and it was the Halos who prevailed, the final 7-3. Mike Trout launched a pair of home runs and drove in 4 along the way. He is currently in the top 5 in the AL in triples. Jared Weaver threw well enough to earn his 9th W of the year. Right now, the Royals are in 4th place in the AL Central. They're over 20 games out of first. The Angels are in last place in the AL West. They're 17.5 games out of first. The Twins were in Arlington, Texas to take on the Rangers, and Minnesota was the winner. The score was 2-1. Caleb Thielbar got the win out of the pen, his 6th so far this year. At the moment, the Rangers sit in 3rd place in the American League West Division. They're 7.5 games out of first. The Twins are in 3rd place in the AL Central. They're over 20 games out of first. The Tigers paid visit to Minute Maid Park to do battle with the Stros, and it was the Astros who came out on top. The score was 6-5. Heading into today, the Astros sit in 4th place in the American League West, 11.5 games out of first. The Tigers are in 2nd place in the AL Central. They're over 20 games out of first. The Boston Red Sox took on the rival Yankees in New York, and the Red Sox blew away the competition 6-0. Justin Masterson was victorious on the mound, turning in an impressive 13-strikeout performance. As of today, the Yankees are in 1st place in the AL East. They own a 2.5-game advantage. The Red Sox are at the bottom of the division, 14.5 out of first. The Tampa Bay Rays were in Baltimore to match up against the Orioles, and on the road, the Rays came away with the win in extra innings, the final 4-3. Right now, the Orioles sit in 4th place in the American League East division, 14 games back. The Rays are 3rd in the division. They're 3.5 games back. The Oakland Athletics took on the Fish down in Miami in an interleague matchup, and the A's were the winners. Final score was 6-2. Josh Donaldson was a force at the plate, driving in 3 runs. He is currently riding a 10-game hitting streak. Looking at the standings, the Marlins sit in 4th place in the National League East division, 6.5 games back. The A's sit in 2nd place in the American League West, 2.5 games out of first. The Braves took on the Phillies in the city of brotherly love. Atlanta was the winner. The score was 2-1. Heading into today, the Phillies are in last place in the NL East, 8 games out of first. The Braves are 2nd in the division, 1 game out of first. The Nationals paid visit to Wrigley Field to take on the Cubbies, and it was the Cubs who came out on top. The final was 4-0. Travis Wood was dominant throughout the game, tossing a complete game 1 hitter for the win. As of today, the Cubs sit in 4th place in the National League Central Division. They're 7 games back. The Nationals sit atop the NL East, 1 game ahead of second. The Rockies paid visit to Miller Park to match up with the Brewers, and the Brewers came away with the win, 5-0. Marco Estrada was in total games up on second place. The Rockies are in 2nd place in the NL West. They're 3.5. Francisco Liriano earned the victory on the mound, his 8th of the season. As of today, he is in the top 5 in the national.